Welcome to Real Vermont News. Today, we're looking into the much-hyped theory that the world is overheating due to man-made carbon dioxide. Here's correspondent Mike Bielawski with a report.
Thanks, Bob. Let me start by saying that the increase in man-made carbon dioxide over the last 100 years is not the sole driver of climate, if it has much impact at all. The Earth's climate has always changed, and it always will, for reasons nobody completely understands.
Well, that's good. The entire world economy depends on emitting carbon dioxide.
So it's really important to point out that the basic worldwide temperature record is very weak. Most places on Earth didn't have thermometers at the beginning of the 20th century, let alone 1,000 years ago. Even in the United States, temperature records are suspect because the time of the day for recording temperatures was not controlled, nobody placed thermometers in scientifically important areas, or recorded when human sources of heat like parking lots and air conditioners altered the temperatures recorded. And few people realized they needed to record temperatures with scientific accuracy because some climate alarmists in the future were going to use those records to justify overturning industrial civilization.
So, if quality control was non-existent, how do we know temperatures are dangerously warmer today?
We don't. Not only that, the scientists we trusted have manipulated the data we do have and have deliberately tried to frighten us. Remember the ClimateGate scandal in 2009, where leaked emails written by supposedly reputable UN climate panel scientists clearly showed intentional manipulation of world temperature data? In multiple emails, the scientists are caught red-handed strategizing how to, quote, hide the decline of global temperatures when they publish their infamous hockey stick diagram.
I remember the UN climate panel claimed that diagrams showed 1,000 years of stable temperatures until we started burning fossil fuels. It's what really launched the global warming movement. But many people still don't realize that the hockey stick's authors deliberately fudged the data to claim it's warmer today than ever before and that it's all due to carbon dioxide.
Speaking of trust, let me share one of the classic false predictions from back in 1988 when this fear-mongering about global warming began. In that year, the New York Times published a story saying flat out that, quote, global warming has begun. The climate scientist who wrote that story predicted increasing amounts of CO2 in the atmosphere would create a 3 to 9 degree temperature increase by 2025 to 2050. And he predicted a rise in sea levels of 1 to 4 feet by the middle of this century.
Well, it's 30 years later, and obviously the world's temperature has not risen as predicted, and neither has the sea level. Thanks for reminding of this foolishness, Michael. So, to keep Vermont's local climate hysteria in perspective, like this video, click your Facebook share icon to warn your friends that many of our local politicians are using climate scare tactics to try to foist a carbon tax on us and strangle Vermont's economy with over-the-top renewable energy goals, none of which will make a bit of difference in world temperatures. And that's all the Real Vermont news we have time for. A lot more happened, and we'll be looking into all of it.